real estate agents. Welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga. How's it going today, buddy?
Pretty good.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you joined me in the studio.
I know.
This is only our second show back.
Yes, our second show back.
In the studio.
Yes.
We had to disinfect everything.
We did. And then Greg came over here and started touching everything.
Yeah, what's up with that, Greg?
Now you got to re-disinfect everything.
We got Greg with security title in the house.
Yeah.
Say a little something.
What's up?
They might have heard you. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Security Title Agency and Fidelity National Home Warranty.
Yes.
Without them, I guess we wouldn't be here.
No, we wouldn't.
But we are.
We are.
So there we go. All right, we got a great guest with us in the house. Two guests. We have Drew and Lacey Lehman, Team Lehman AZ with Realty One Group. How's it going?
What's going on?
Great.
Doing great.
Thanks
Loving
for
it.
coming back.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
I guess you must have liked the last one, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We had fun.
What have you guys been doing with your time lately?
Yes.
Man,
Okay, tell me what you've been doing outside of real estate during all this woo-woo stuff going on.
We haven't really had an outside of real estate.
Okay.
We've still been
All right.
100% pushing forward.
Wow.
So we didn't really take a step back, even though our office was closed down, and we're still coming in the office every single day, just doing what we got to do. So
Tell me, have you used Zoom?
Yes. Yes.
More
You're
often.
experts.
I think I used it once or twice in the past, and now I feel like I'm an expert in it. So
Yeah.
I get on some of those big Zoom meetings, and I feel like somebody should do a class on telling them how to turn off their webcam before they go, because it automatically turns on.
I bet you they're loving COVID-19. I mean, that their business
Zoom?
is just, right?
yeah.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they put a little on the side for when it gets back to normal.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's get into it. I know you probably introduced last time, but let's go ahead and do it again for the agents that maybe didn't see the last one. How long you been in real estate world, and what got you into the business?
So I've been in real estate for, it'll actually be 16 years and 3 more days. I'm coming up on my anniversary.
There we go.
So time sure flies when you're having fun. So
Absolutely.
I got in the business originally because I was working a corporate job in banking and financing, and I had my first child at the time and just didn't want to work corporate anymore. I wanted a little bit more flexibility. So had a really good family friend who was in real estate, and that was 2005 when the market was going crazy and she was having a hard time keeping up. So I helped her out with some transaction management stuff, and she convinced me to get my license. I was 22, knew nothing about real estate, but I did because she told me it would be a good thing. And so here I am 16 years later.
Wow, 16 years, yeah. Been a wild ride in Phoenix, hasn't it?
It's been a wild ride. Wouldn't change it for anything, though.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. How about yourself, Drew?
Man, I've been doing this 20 years now, just over 20 years. I left the auto industry as a director of finance for John Elway for several years, and he sold out, and I got tired of the corporate world and said I'm done, and haven't looked back ever since. Like I said, so 20 years doing this, and
okay.
no other choice what to do.
So for John Elway, so up in, was it in Colorado then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Did all the finance for all those dealerships back there, so you get tired of that after a while, though.
Oh, I bet. Well, let's share with the agents kind of what you've been doing, I guess, because you guys are a really successful team over at Realty One Group, one of the top teams, right?
Yep.
If not the top this past year or whatever, right? What have you been doing over the last 90 days, I guess, right, to really make sure that your business is solid going forward? And I guess give us an idea what you've been doing.
One of the things, we've got a good database of people. So a lot of our team said, let's reach out to the database, let's go back and let's see what's out there, talk to them. One of the biggest things that we did, instead of just talking about real estate going into it, didn't think that was a good idea. So what our thought was is we really need to talk to our clients to see how they're doing, see how their health is, how their family is. Let's not even talk about real estate at all. Let's talk about them and make sure they're doing okay. And inevitably, in every single conversation towards the end, they're the ones that started talking about real estate. They wanted to know what's going on and kind of what we're seeing in the market. And I think Lacey had the same thing going with all of her people, too.
Yeah, so it was more so just about checking in with them, making sure everybody's doing okay, see if they needed anything outside of the real estate business, like Drew said, making sure everybody was healthy, and if there was anything at all that we could do on our end. We were just making sure our clients, our friends, everybody knew that we were there. We shifted some of our marketing budget as well, too, so instead of doing some of our online advertising that we used to, we started shifting it more so into being able to help people, and if there was anything that they were needing, basically put the money towards that instead of other marketing avenues. So just basically more than anything, letting our clients, our database know that we were there for them, not just real estate, that, outside of the business as well.
Yeah. So you guys lined up at Costco early to get toilet paper for everybody? No. Oh, gosh. So how did it, I guess, what was the reception, do you think? I mean, because I know we get busy with our marketing stuff, right? And you've got leads coming in and all this and that, but how was it to just get on the phone with as many people as you could?
It was actually really nice. So I'll be the first to admit, I prefer text messages, I prefer emails, and so sometimes I rely on those. I'm not always as good on the phone, or I don't always like to have those conversations on the phone. So, and a lot of time that's just because of, the busyness, and sometimes I don't have that opportunity because I'm face-to-face with clients or whatever the case may be. So for me, it was actually nice to be able to take a little bit of a step back, take a breather, not only just from real estate, because things, of course, did slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was nice just to be able to breathe a little bit and basically put together a game plan of, okay, what are we going to do? Where do we want to go with this? Where do we see ourselves in the next month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever the case may be? So it was nice to be able to have those phone calls with our clients. And there was people that I've sold homes to, 5-6 years ago that maybe I'll send them emails and newsletters and mailers, but I have not had a conversation with them in quite a long time. So just to be able to talk with them and reconnect, it was a really neat, fun feeling. So
Yeah.
that was definitely the blessing in all this, is it gave me the opportunity to be able to kind of recultivate those relationships.
Well, I bet they like that reconnection.
Yeah.
I mean,
Getting bored at home.
Yeah.
You need someone to talk to.
Well, just, and then it kind of, to a certain degree, it was like, oh my gosh. And then I felt bad because there's people who had gotten married or had kids or had life events. And I'm like, oh my God. I mean, so cool to see, but I'm like, oh, I wish I would have known about that. I'm sorry I missed out on that. So, but.
I reached out to a guy that I know that I went to high school with, and back in a different state in Missouri, and here we are, like, on Messenger. I haven't talked to him for years, and I'm back and forth on Messenger, and I finally said, you know what? Here's my phone number in case we want to talk on the phone, because I said this iPhone actually has a phone built in.
Special feature.
Because I think we forget, right?
Yes.
I mean, just. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I think in the hustle and bustle, just like you said, everybody forgets, and it's getting back to being personal and stuff like that. So having those one-on-one conversations, we had a lot of people that we've sold homes to reach out to us to check in. Hey, how are you doing? How's your family and stuff like that? And it kind of flipped it, like, wait a minute here, they're reaching out to us, so we really just need to turn it around and start reaching out to everybody. Mm-hmm. So we did that a couple different ways. Like I said, phone calls, we'd do bomb videos, live videos and stuff like that. Said our old team needed to start doing that. Send videos, let them know how you're ask questions about how they're doing. Personalize this. No more business. Let's just personalize this. So.
Yeah. Oh, so you guys use BombBomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you send it video through email, or do you on text and all that stuff too, or what?
All the above.
Everything?
Yeah. So, and we've played around with different avenues too, and see if there's anything that works better than others. But yeah, we try all sorts of different ways. But it works. It's fun. It works out really well for us too.
That's cool. Did anybody send you a video back?
Few people. I've had a few people
really?
do it, but not
Okay.
many. Most people don't realize they can actually do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're just happy to get a video, but it's nice
Yeah.
because they're actually watching the video and you can see how long they watched it and stuff like that. It took her a long time to get into the video because she didn't like being on the videos.
Oh, yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. So Drew, how did you have a question?
Yeah, I did. I was
go
just
ahead.
going to ask, so you were doing online stuff prior to making those phone calls to people.
Yes.
What kind of online stuff were you doing?
So primarily just emails,
Okay.
text messages, a lot of it.
Got
We
it.
have some online marketing and advertising that we would do. So that's the majority of it.
Okay.
Our websites too, because we've got 3 different websites that people can go to, find a lot of information about us and what's going on as well. So
Got it. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Drew, I was going to ask, so you work a lot of 55 plus communities, right?
Yep.
You know those very well. How has this whole thing impacted that business? Have you seen any kind of shift, mindset, different?
No, it's actually been different. These people have actually been more engaged than I've seen in a long time. There's been a lot more activity with that as well. And what I kind of found, because typically around around April, May, right around there, that's when everybody's gone. But this year, a lot of people, because they were out here for the winter months, they're typically leaving in April, that time frame. A lot of them stayed in town because they can't go back to Illinois. They can't go to Michigan, Minnesota, New York, because of lockdown. They're like, well, we can't go back there. We're going to be locked down. We might as well just stay here because a little bit more lenient here in Arizona. So a lot of those people have stayed, and a lot of those people, what are they doing? They can't do anything except look online, and they want to see homes. So that's what a lot of people done. So our business has actually picked up in that category of the business that we do. One of the things that works real well for us, too, and a lot of people haven't done this, and we've been doing it for years, is the virtual showings. Lacey and I have been doing that for probably 8 or 9 years now. So virtual tours where we go out and we talk to them live either on Skype or Facebook, walk them through a house. We've done 36 contracts in the last 3 years, sight unseen. We did a house for a client from France.
Wow.
Never saw anything. They never get the keys until we actually meet with them and they see the house for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty good, and our team has done that. We just had a meeting today, and I think we have another 7 people right now that are under that same program. They're not going to see the house until they actually get the keys. So it's a little different thing.
Yeah.
For us, it worked good because we've done it in the past where we had to switch our team over and say, guys, start doing this. This is going to work. This is what you got to do right now. And now people are starting to do that more. So
Yeah.
Got it. Which one of you speaks French? No, I'm just
Does assistance from my translator help?
Hold on a second.
Some of that technology is crazy.
Yeah.
It won't be long before you just have a little earpiece. I think it's actually
do
out
have
already, don't they?
they've already got
They
it.
can
yeah.
translate it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not as good as the one I came up with the door jamb that sprays the Lysol out. For your open houses.
They call those misters, Jeff.
Oh,
Misters.
that's funny.
Oh yeah, it's a mister. Sorry.
Oh man.
It's already done. Where were we? So listings right now, right?
Yes.
Number of listings, way low.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
do,
yeah.
do we think that when this thing calms down that we're going to see more coming on?
I think we're already seeing it.
Okay.
A lot of people say the market's down. A lot of people think that. When I say a lot of people, I think it's buyers out there think that, hey, it's not a good market. It's not a good time to buy. It's probably one of the best times to buy right now because, A, the lack of inventory, the rates are still phenomenally low, and we're seeing more listings every single day. The problem is when you get a listing on the market, if it's in that sweet spot 300-ish, it's gone within
It's gone.
24 hours.
Yeah.
So makes a big difference. So you'd really got to push for it in the way you do the marketing and advertising.
How about the clients that you've been talking to then out in the 55 plus? You think you're going to see more listings in that area?
Yeah, we typically don't have a lot of listings because in that world, 98% of my business is from other parts of the country. So we don't see the listings on that side. What we do see is when they're buying a bigger house here, they start out a smaller house, say, I want to get a bigger house, or vice versa, go bigger, so go smaller. So we see that a lot, but
Okay.
most of the listings are going to come from the traditional areas right now, what we see so far.
Okay. All right. Lacey, how about with you? Are you? I'm sure a lot of people are thinking right now that if they want to sell their house, the next question is, what am I going to buy?
Yeah.
Where do I
Right.
go?
So yeah. So what kind of are you getting that a lot?
Yeah.
How are people?
We're seeing
dealing
that a
with
lot. So it's you really have to strategize nowadays. And one of the big questions that we ask our clients whenever we know that they're listing and going to be purchasing something else, it's always, okay, you list the house, it goes under contract. If you haven't found anything else yet, what's your plan B? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Because there's a strong possibility that that house, if it is kind of that sweet spot, $400,000 and under, if it's priced well, if it shows well, it's going to sell, and it's going to sell fast. So if you don't have something else that's already lined up, you have to be prepared to figure out where you're going to go. Sometimes that involves a double move. So it's just very much having those conversations with the clients up front, giving options, and putting together a game plan for them that's going to work best for them.
Got it. I guess one plan could have been. This just came to me, Joey.
Oh, wow.
So if you sell somebody's house, right? Maybe you do the whole pods thing, especially if they can't find anything right now, and then just find all the Airbnb owners, right? Try to work some deals out with them for longer term.
I'm actually doing that with one of them
okay.
right now. We're doing that same exact thing. It's going to go live next week, and she's
She
moving
beat
her.
me to it.
Sorry, that's a great idea. So, yeah, but you have to get creative, and you've got to think outside of the box and come up with different ideas and strategies. Now you can't always, on the buy side, you can't always rely just on the MLS because inventory is so limited. So you kind of have to get out there a little bit more and get creative, and find off-market properties, or like you mentioned, Airbnb and things like that as well. So
Yeah.
We also have a relationship with one of the hotels close to our office that we created about a year
there you
ago.
go.
So, and they're pet friendly. They got Wi-Fi, free breakfast, little kitchenette. So if we have a situation like that, if we can't find something with an Airbnb or a short-term rental, we've got a hotel close to us that is giving us huge discounts to get our clients in there as well. And they'll do anywhere 30, 60, 90 days on up, whatever you need.
Wow.
Got it. All right.
I just came up with an idea.
Uh-oh.
Pods.
I got my
for,
pen.
You know, those big containers. Have people move in there like a tiny home, and we can move them wherever we want to. And then when they're ready,
It's
we'll
already
move.
done.
Has it?
Yeah. I mean,
Tiny
kind of,
homes.
sort of.
Well, I mean, you take the tiny home and you put it in
No,
their
there's-
driveway.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. And they
then
just
you
live
can-
there?
Yeah, they just live there, and we can put them on like leased land and
There you go.
They gotta, they have to empty out the.
what? Anyway,
They need a
You
pod
know.
to live in and a pod to put their stuff in.
Well, not only that, they have to go to the bathroom somewhere.
well, that's true.
No, but there is a company that does the. Have you guys seen that? I
Tiny
think they're in
homes?
Austin. It's like the crate type thing,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Where they can put them in, and they can take it out and put it on a truck and take it to wherever you're moving.
Oh, yeah.
And put, yeah. So
It's
I don't know
crazy.
if that's taken off as big as I thought it would, but
Oh,
I don't know if they're only in Austin now, because that would really suck if you wanted to move somewhere else. There wasn't anywhere else. There wasn't another one of those structures built in a different city yet. But
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I guess that's why you get a really smoky deal probably on the first one. Anyway, as we digress. Okay, so with all this, living through all the stuff that's going on, what do you foresee going forward? Like, what's your plans to come out of this thing like really strong? Any plans to get the marketing back up and running in a certain way? Has anything really changed permanently as far as how you want to move forward?
I don't think anything has really changed permanently. I think we very much still have that customer client focus in mind. We have started putting some of the money back into our marketing, and we didn't completely shut down all of our marketing before, but we have started putting some of it back into that and some of our websites and SEO, things like that. But I think the big thing is really just still focusing on the clients, which is, that's always something that we've done anyway. But, in a lot of things, we're starting to see people are getting out there. People are tired of being home. They're tired of looking online. They're ready to go look in person. So we've started having a lot of people come in from out of state. I have some clients in from out of town, from California right now. They're like, no more. We're coming out. We're flying. It's okay. So, but I think that, the big thing is just basically, staying in touch with those clients the way that we have been and continuing those relationships.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
People are going to buy, like I said, they're out there. There was an article we shared this morning with the team. 53% of the people are thinking about buying within the next 12 months. So when they did a survey out there of, so many people, 53% of those said, I will buy within the next 12 months. 62% of them said that they would actually buy a house sight unseen, which was kind of crazy. And it was actually, men were more predominant. I think the women were about 13%. The men were obviously a higher number saying they'd buy a house sight unseen. And like I said, we've been doing it a long time, and we've been seeing that it works. You just how you have to do it. If you market it right and you talk to your people and you do everything and do your due diligence and they do their due diligence, you can make it through every single transaction real easy.
Yeah. All right. Are you seeing, or do you think we'll see, a lot more people are going to be working from home going forward? Have you seen any shift of people saying, okay, I'm okay to live out in the further, what we consider exurbs, I guess you could say, right? Santan Valley or Maricopa or whatever. Are you seeing any of that right now?
We've seen a little bit of it. We've had a few people that are having a hard time finding things in Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, for example. So they're saying, we're not having to commute anymore. If we do have to go into the office, it's maybe only going to be 1 or 2 days a week, not 5 days a week. So I've had a few of my clients that are open to expanding locations and exploring different areas they never would have considered before.
Yeah, and I think so, because I have a client right now too, and that's the whole thing is, he said, well, I'm okay out there in Maricopa. I work from home, so I'm good with that. And the difference, obviously,
Yeah.
that you can buy out there, right?
Well, there is. We have one right now that we have a listing in Mesa, and it was an active adult community. And they were still working, but they wanted to be an active adult community. They called me out of the cold blue, said, Drew, we want to go look at another house. I said, where do you want to look? And they said, well, we found a house out in Maricopa. And I'm like, wait, Maricopa? And they said, well, we can work from home now. We don't need to commute anywhere. And I said, oh, okay, makes sense. So even in that world, we're seeing it. Like I said, people will, just like I said, they're willing to venture out farther because, again, you can work from home. You can do everything. And I think that's what a lot of corporations are finding.
Yeah.
They don't need these big brick and mortar buildings right now.
Right.
So
Absolutely. Yeah, my wife's in the mortgage world, and she can work from
Yeah.
home now
Yeah.
all the time. She doesn't
Yeah.
ever have to go back. So,
Now listings out there have gone like super low too, right?
yeah, I think I saw in the Cromford actually, it's like the lowest active listing count that they've ever tracked.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
since they've been tracking out in Maricopa, it's
Wow.
crazy,
Yeah.
like 135 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I was doing a search, and unfortunately, yeah, my search came up with 3.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, single story with a pool, all that good stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But all right. So, I was going to mention. So there was a report. I think it was a Redfin search report or something
Yeah.
like that, where they talked about the searches online have skyrocketed in small communities and rural areas, and
Yep.
have gone down in urban areas.
Okay.
Do you think that that's I don't know. I mean, do you think
Because
we'll
of
see that as a
COVID?
trend? Well, I think so for sure.
Yeah.
I think people are thinking, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to be this close to my neighbors, or or in urban like downtown, or 6 million people in one spot, right?
Yeah.
I'm willing to search other places.
Yeah.
You know, we've
I
been
don't
seeing
know.
that for a while, though. I mean, there's a lot of people because, again, it's gotten so expensive when you get into Gilbert, Chandler, Tempe, Mesa. You've got to go farther out, and those are better prices, and there's going to be more opportunities. So
Yeah.
I truly think that you're going to see more spreading. I mean, if you look at where they're building in the East Valley in general, you look at Queen Creek, you look at, Santan Valley, they're building an unbelievable amount of homes out there, and there's so many new communities open up because there's nothing inland. There's no land, so they've got to go somewhere. So
Yeah.
I think you're going to see more.
All right. So you guys have a team structure, right?
We
We
do.
You have a
do.
team? Are you guys? Do you see trying to grow the team moving forward now, or
Yeah.
are you in a comfortable place right now?
So Drew and I are very particular and very methodical on how we do our business. We're pretty OCD, one of us more so me than the other. But so when we decided to grow our team, we didn't want to just let's try this out and hope it works. So we had plans that we put in place. We hired a transaction manager / assistant first. So he's in the office with us. He does all of our transaction management, and then he helps with a lot of our marketing and other things that we need assistance with. So we started with him. We had him on for 3 years? 2 years? And then we decided to start bringing on agents onto our team as well too. So we're now up to 6 of us total. So it's working really, really well. We are, again, we have our structure, so we have certain qualities and criteria. Anytime we bring somebody onto our team, we always require that they do a disc test. We want to see, how that looks, make sure that we're all going to mesh well together, and see what their styles are as well too. So, but I think that we're expecting a lot of growth. We're expecting a lot of really good things to come up in the near future.
There's always a possibility. Like I said, we've got the number of people we need right now.
Yeah.
But with the amount of leads that we get monthly and weekly and daily, we're probably going to have to do something because we're getting anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 leads a year. So when you got 6 people, that's a lot of leads, and we're seeing that even more and more. One of our lead sources we work with in specific, I'm thinking we're about 1,100 leads off of that source so far year to date right now. That's in 6 months. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to do something at some point. It's just a matter of getting the right people in there that want to work.
Yeah. How do you keep track of all those leads? What CRM do you guys use?
FirePoint.
Okay.
Firepoint. Never heard that one.
We've been
Yeah.
using FirePoint. Lacey, but Miss OCD over here, we tried, a lot of different things, but she did a lot of research. It took us about a year to find the right CRM. So after we did the research, that was what we used, and all of our lead sources go right into it. So that was her baby and making sure that thing worked and making sure we had the right system in place.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So if agents, how do agents find you guys online?
So they can search Team Lehman AZ, our website, Team Lehman AZ, and that's LEHMAN. Like Drew mentioned, we've got 3 different websites out there. So we've got another one, TLAZRE.com. So
All right.
Seville Golf, you got that one. So there's other sources. They can call us. Like I said, they can reach out to us anytime they want. Like I said, or best thing is just look us up online. You'll find us everywhere.
All right. All right.
Absolutely.
You play golf?
No,
No?
I was playing golf a few years ago, but somebody in a golf cart ran in the back of me with a golf tournament, and I haven't played golf since then.
Why are you looking over in the corner
Really?
where Greg is?
This guy did?
Well, I was in the same golf cart as Greg. Somebody else ran into the back of us.
Oh.
And that was the last
It
time I
not
played.
me, it was the lender that was joining us.
That was the last time, huh?
Yeah, full speed hit us coming around a corner, and I flew off the golf cart. Greg flew off, and that was the last time I played golf.
Oh, wow.
I haven't really played since then either.
Wow.
Anything else you guys want to share with agents as far as
Yeah, I mean, the biggest
marketing
thing,
or
yeah,
anything?
Yeah, anything. I mean, if you're wondering what's going on in this market, just read the internet. Don't read the internet about news. Read real estate articles.
Yeah.
Articles are going to have a lot what's going on. Do the searches. I mean, you look at the inventory, active listings is still around 11,000 active listings.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to get out there and try different things. Go for whatever you can. So many people are afraid to go out. So many people are afraid to try to, do different things.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. If it doesn't work, you move on and try something different. I mean, we've been doing this 20 and 16 years, and you just got to figure out the right things to do. Not everything's going to work, but the more you push on it, the more you keep going forward, you'll be fine. It's like I told our team this morning. I said, stay positive, stay focused. Worry about your clients. Everything else will happen the way they need to be. Don't worry about all the noises out in the world that are going on. It's not going to do anybody any good. So.
Well, and I think to that point too, so much is related to mindset. So what you think about, you bring about. If you're going to be scared of everything that's going on in the world, if you're going to be scared about failing or not succeeding or not hitting the numbers that you want to, that's what you're going to be so focused on. So that's what is going to most likely start happening. Mm-hmm. So if you get out there, if you think positive, if you think, like Drew said, stay positive, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this stuff happen, then I think everything's all going to come together and work out. So,
All right.
Yeah. You got to get creative too when you're doing your offers. That's the other thing we talk about. Because there's so many people that are looking for homes, there's a lack of inventory.
Yeah.
You got to get very, very creative in how you write your offers and how you do them and what you're up against. And we always tell people, if you want to reach out to us, you want to talk to us and just pick our brains, we're open. I'm not going to not tell you anything. I'll share anything I can possibly, because if we all share together, we're all going to do good together. Let's work together. So if people have questions, reach out to either one of us anytime.
Awesome.
No, I like that. See, I thought you were going to say that this morning with your team meeting, you had them hold up their iPhones and you had them delete the Fox News and CNN, both, because
Facebook.
You need
because
to.
they're going.
Yeah, don't watch
there's
any
a lot
news
of-
channels at all anymore, please.
no.
Craziness. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being in here. I guess we will transition. You guys ready to get in the ring?
We're ready.
All right,
Here we
let's do
go.
it. What do you think the reason is that many agents are not successful? And you guys can either both or one, whoever wants to answer.
I just think they're afraid to actually take the first step. I mean, you look at the rule, 80% of the agents get into this business, they're out of the business within 2 years. A, stay focused, go after what you're trying to do, and learn from other people. Find mentors that are willing to help you. That's the biggest problem. A lot of agents don't want to help other people. If you find people that want to help you, you're going to be successful in this business. Absolutely.
All right.
I think too, in real estate, you get your real estate license and you go through everything and you think, okay, yes, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a lot of agents are like, okay, well, what next? And they don't know what to do. And everything that you learn in real estate school, 95% of that you don't really use once you're out there doing the business.
Yeah.
So like Drew said, getting a mentor, people who have been in the business, learn from them, learn everything that you possibly can.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can never even, 16 and 20 plus years later, him and I are still constantly learning and reading and taking in as much as we possibly can. So we can stay on top of everything and keep doing what we're doing.
All right.
Get on the webinars. I'm on a webinar every single day, watching different people and learning from different people every day.
Listen to podcasts.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Weekly Closer.
Yes.
There you go. Go. How about best advice anyone's ever given you?
Don't quit.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going. There's a lot of obstacles, not only just in this business, but in life in general. And just, you're going to get knocked down. You're going to fail. You're going to fall on your behind. And that's okay. Just how you respond to those things is going to be how, that's going to help determine your success. And so just don't quit. Never give up. Just always keep trying.
Learn from your mistakes and never look backwards.
There you go.
All right. Do either of you have a favorite mobile app?
We use a lot of them actually right now.
Okay.
So when it comes to advertising, marketing, we use Instagram, we use LinkedIn, we use Facebook, we use them all. Like I said, real estate related, to get with your lenders. If your lender doesn't have a great app to share with you and share payments, use it. That's something we also use, and be able to search homes and things like that. Make it very, very user friendly for everybody. That's
right.
the best thing to do.
Do you have a non-real estate one that you really?
A favorite non-real estate related
Yeah,
app?
I don't know, like a casino game. No,
I don't have time.
I don't know. Some people have some interesting ones. Somebody came in once that had kept track of all the different type of beers that he's ever had.
Oh my
Something-
gosh.
I don't know.
That's so funny.
Anyway.
That's so funny. When I need a little bit of a break and just to think about something non-real estate related, there's a game that I have on my phone. It's my kids turned me onto it. It's called Brick and Balls. I don't
Okay.
know if it's it's the silliest, goofiest game. It's just you take a ball and you try and break all these bricks and blocks, and it's just the dumbest thing ever. But it's when I just need
Sometimes you need stuff
a
like
few
that,
minutes to
you know?
unwind. Like sometimes Drew
There you
will turn
go.
on the TV and and watch what he calls stupid TV. I just turn on this game, and that's just kind of my
There you go.
my breakaway, I guess.
Funny.
The life of a realtor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been with all this stuff going on. I've been meaning. I don't even know if they're open now, but I know downtown Chandler there was supposed to be a place open up where you could just go and break things.
Really?
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah. I met the guy that talked to. I met him somewhere. He was downtown Chandler. He's like, "Oh yeah, don't forget, we're going to be opening this." I don't know if they ever opened at this point because that was a few
Yeah.
months ago. So,
Oh my God.
But
That would
I think
be
I'm going to
fun.
have to look into it.
Break
looks-
things,
yeah.
huh?
That'd be
Yeah,
like-
you just go in and you break whatever you want.
Wow.
Right?
Plates and TVs. And
It looks like fun.
Really? That's
glass
awesome.
mirrors.
I guess that would get rid of your
Mirrors,
aggression.
sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about a book recommendation? Any?
I am not a huge book reader. I haven't really read a whole lot of books recently. I look at more stuff online. Inman actually is something that I
Okay.
look at and read every single day. So,
Got it.
yeah, that's
All right.
I have a list of probably about 25 books, and I haven't actually got them going yet. So it's something I need to do. Is because
All right.
I'm reading so much online right now with everything that's going on. It's like trying to find time just to get the book going
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But for anybody that's getting into this business, look at things that have to do with real estate. Look at things that have 7 habits of highly successful people.
Yeah.
Things like that. Get something involved like that.
All right. Last question. Have you draw it from the mask?
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
Go ahead.
Here.
It's
I
in
don't
French. It's in French, so
It's
I
in
can't
French.
read
know.
it.
So give it to her. 'Cause I don't have my glasses on.
What is your favorite type of food? Favorite restaurant? I bet Greg could answer this.
You probably could. Greg, what do you think?
Blue 32.
That would be the one.
32.
Ah.
Well, it depends on if you want to go out for a nice steak. Then it's maple and ash.
Well, yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
Monday night hangout for the Lehman team.
there you go.
Blue
Yeah.
32, we're always there.
What do you like there? What's your favorite meal there?
Gosh, everything. I don't think there's anything bad that they have there.
All right.
It's hard because I don't use a menu. Menus stress me out because there's so many things on them. And I've been doing this for probably 16, 17 years now. So we go to any restaurant, I don't even look at the menu because I'm just going to freak out. I just tell whoever's serving me, I said, just surprise me with something. There's whatever you bring me, I'll eat it. It stresses me out, so I don't even look at menus.
All
Just
right.
don't want to do it.
Wow.
I bet you the servers love you.
All right.
They'll pick the most expensive thing on there.
I only had that happen one time.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. I was worried about it, but usually pretty good because then they're going to pick things that they like or something like that. That's
Yeah,
good.
there
so.
you go.
Let's get this guy surf and turf with that extra surf.
Exactly.
Oh gosh. Well, if you ever go to, do you guys like burgers?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So my wife's favorite burger is it cold beer and cheeseburgers.
Okay.
Okay.
It's peanut butter and jelly bacon
Oh, yeah.
and cheeseburger.
What?
Yeah.
Drew has had that before.
Have you had it?
Butter
I
and
had
jelly?
it at the Wilderness.
Okay.
The Wilderness restaurant?
Arizona Wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know they had it. Yeah.
Peanut
Peanut
butter
butter
and
and jelly burger, cheeseburger.
We'll take her
whatever.
up to Rehab. There's one in Scottsdale, one in Tempe. There's stuff like that. They have the mac and cheese burger.
Yeah, I
They've
had that
got
one
the
before, yeah.
peanut butter jelly.
I haven't had
All
that
kinds of
one.
crazy stuff. Good food.
Interesting.
Good food.
Yeah. It actually tastes good.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm really hungry now, by the way.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Greg's buying, so.
What's for lunch?
Ah, there.
Blue 32.
Blue 32.
Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to come down here.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. You shared a lot of great information, great nuggets. I think, it's time agents just need to get out there and do things. I think a lot of them have just been kind of sitting on their hands over the last few months, and I think it's time to get out there and do some business.
Absolutely.
I think so. I think they need to be ready because I think the next 6 months of this year is going to be extremely busy.
Yeah.
That
I
spring
agree.
season kind of got pushed back a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see the spring season in summer and early fall.
Yeah.
I really do.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And until next time, agents, we will see you later.
Bye-bye.
All right. Great job.
Good job. Awesome.